Khalid Albaih is a Muslim cartoonist. The killings at the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo have affected him. But he believes he can disagree with both the senseless killings and religious provocations.
It's horrific and something that should not happen anywhere in the world to anybody. I'm not a big fan of the publication. I don't agree with a lot of their works. But again, I will stand for their freedom of speech. From a child to a grandfather of all levels of education should understand a cartoon. That's the message of it. It appeals to everyone. And I think this is why it's scary.
Albaih was inspired by the late Palestinian artist Naji Al-Ali, best known for criticizing Arab governments and the Israeli occupation, who was killed in London in 1987. Albaih has also chosen to fight with cartoons, but he believes that challenging people must be done responsibly.
Everybody can connect through cartoons. You don't need to know the language. You don't really need to know, read books on the situation. You'll understand the situation from the book. So it's very hard for cartoonists not to be a propagandist. It's very important to find that limit.
His cartoon after the attack in Paris was an ordinary Muslim being accused of being both an infidel and a terrorist.
Not everyone agreed with Charlie Hebdo's provocative satire, but the response and the condemnation has been near unanimous. People in the creative community like Khalid have taken to social media. They have described their feelings in what they do best, through cartoons.
This online post by David Pope says he couldn't sleep after the cartoonists at Charlie Hebdo were killed. This one from Rob Tono says he's mortified but still believes freedom of speech will prevail. James MacLeod drew this perception of power despite the loss of lives, using the hashtag Je suis Charlie, French for I am Charlie. And Ruben Oppenheimer drew this parallel between what many people in France were calling their version of the September 11 attacks in the United States. Khalid says his life as a Muslim cartoonist means working under censorship, and the fear of angering the wrong people is part of daily life. He understands expressing his opinion is risky, but he says cartoons are powerful because they deliver a message with an almost instantaneous impact.
I mean, anybody can make a gag. Anybody can make a funny cartoon about anybody. It's the easiest thing for a cartoonist. But to make that cartoon funny and not vulgar, or it asks a question and it delivers a certain message, makes people think, this is the challenge.
And many believe that if freedom of expression is allowed to be censored, then a blank canvas will be all that's left. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera.